Good morning and good night. Thanks again for downloading the Body Snatchers podcast. If you like what you hear today, don't forget to subscribe and comment. So let's get started. Enjoy the show.
Good morning and good night. Welcome to the Body Snatchers podcast. I'm your host, Steve Not Here, and across from me is the storyteller of Body Snatchers, the dreamer of dreams. Jay, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. Isn't this fun? Isn't this nice?
It's great. It's new, lively. Feels good.
After almost, what was it, a year and a half of just fucking around, we're back.
Right. Well, I was putting in a little bit of work, trying to get some things together. And it's funny.
Oh, yeah, me too.
And it's funny because I didn't even say anything about it last time because I started talking about, families and making babies and all that. Like, I got it right. But I also have we do an online comic, which is coming out in a couple of days on the 7th.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So we try to bring some new stuff at least once a month, but we update it like often. So check out the website. We'll plug it somewhere. But yeah,
we're gonna put it on this episode. Do you got it verbally?
Yeah, it's on Onsoru-Go. So it's ONSORU-Go. Give it that. It's Japanese. It's a made-up word.
That's what you get for being cultured. It's not going to be easy.
All right, but it's a made-up word in Japanese. So
there you go.
It's something.
There you go. We're gonna put it in the description below. Look at it. As for me, I've been streaming just like everybody else. I haven't been streaming like I should. Maybe once a week.
What do you think is the bare minimum? If you call yourself a streamer, how many days a week do you have to stream?
Well, if you get paid for it, you're a streamer. It doesn't matter if you do it for an hour a week. It doesn't matter if you do it 5 days a week. If you get paid, you're a streamer. Let them know. But to say that you're streaming, all you got to do it for is once a week. Mm-hmm. Do it once a week, maybe for a couple hours if you can. The homies will swing by. You'll get a new follower. You'll get some stuff that you can clip. You got to, it is what you make it. Don't try and turn it into work, which is what 95% of podcasting is. This is a 5% that's fun, obviously. Just coming out here and fucking around with you doing a show. But podcasting and streaming are almost identical to where it's like, all right, you get to do this fun stuff, but if you want to move forward, you're going to have to do all this other stuff too. And people sometimes learn that the hard way, which is the only way, which is trial by fire.
Yeah. That's the way to do it.
If you're streaming Minecraft 5 days a week and nobody's dropping by and you're not gaining any followers, you're not gaining any views, it's like, all right, I got to do something wrong because you got people over here. And I'm not talking about the people doing the hot tub streams, which are incredible that there's so many people on there watching people in hot tubs.
Man, I wish it could be me.
I'm jealous. I'm a hater, but it's like, all right, you go to Twitch, you go on the top page and you see a girl in a hot tub that she got from Aldi's, which is only $169. Not bad, but I know where she got it from. And these people are subbing. So she would take a marker and she would write their name on her shoulder or something, or her arm. That's what you get for the sub.
Hey, look, why not? That's $5 well spent.
That is true. I'm such a hater. I wish I thought of it. There was a girl on the bed. They're dominating that just chatting forum. If you want to go on there and talk to somebody, good fucking luck. You might as well be playing Fortnite at 5 p.m. You're not going to be known by anybody. It's these girls sitting backwards on their bed, just talking. And how do they see the chat? Oh, they got their phone. They got their phone right there. So.
Oh, yeah, look, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. I'm such a fucking hater. Good for them. Good for them.
They got it down to the science. One day we'll get there.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm on there playing video games like an asshole every Thursday, but I am gonna up those numbers. I want to get on at least 3 times a day, especially or 3 times a week, especially before Halo comes out, which is when I really want to get in there in that saturated market.
Yeah, because it's definitely gonna be heavy. But, no, go ahead.
But, aside from us jumping into the streaming game, we learned a lot since we've been podcasting. But since we're talking about video games, did you get a PS5?
So I did not. I have no problem. Well, one, where would I find one? But 2, I don't have a problem waiting to get consoles, but really games single player games specifically, a little later. I'm not in a rush to get one. I definitely will get one for sure, but I can wait.
You're a nice guy. You don't got a problem waiting, or you don't got a reason to get one.
Right. I mean, so you're right. At this moment, I don't have a reason to get one. You're right. You pulled it out of me. I mean, I do love Ratchet and Clank. That's something that I grew up on. I used to play it with my dad. We used to take turns passing the sticks. So it means something to me, but it's not enough for me to be like, all right, let me go drop this on that at like right now. I can wait.
And despite the PS5 shortage, because there is one, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, it was June's best selling US game for that entire month. It was the best selling game.
Yeah,
but I don't really besides from Tino, which he got it with his, I think he got his Best Buy hookups or his Walmart hookups, wherever he used to work. He got his PS5. PS5 just sold 10 million systems globally.
So now this is my question with the 10 million. How many of those are actual people, and how many of those are just in a warehouse somewhere, getting bought by bots? You know what I mean?
People are spectating around 60%, which is what I was going to come to next. It's insane how much these people want this PS5. Why though? It's nobody with PC. It's nobody with Xbox. They're PS4 going to PS5. Why though?
Yeah.
Sony can't get exclusives to hook you in like they did for the PS4, because not everybody has this system. Not most people have this system.
Right.
So it's like Horizon Forbidden West. It's also going to come out on PS4 day one. It's going to come out for your PS4. Guess what? It's going to be fun. It's going to be awesome. But it doesn't promote the PS5.
Yeah, and then I'm sure a year or two down the road it's probably going to come on PC, because it seems like that's kind of what they've been doing. It seems like Sony been letting more of their exclusive games kind of slide over to PC a few years later.
That animated one, the Kenya Bridge of Spirits. It's coming out on PS5, PS4, and then later there's a PC release.
Yeah, see, so yeah.
So you pretty much, to me, you only had, and you have that Twisted Metal thing that came out in February. I don't even remember what it was called. Destruction All Stars. Came out in February.
What?
They thought that was going to kill Rocket League, Fortnite, your mother. It was going to get everybody.
What? This is my first time hearing that. I am
I heard about it. I was excited.
Twisted Metal.
IGN gave it a 6. IGN gave it a 6 out of 10. Okay. Metacritic gave it a 62%. GameSpot said a 5 out of 10. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's rough.
It's rough. Now, the megas, which is Final Fantasy 16 and God of War, those are going to be awesome. Yeah. Those are going to be worth an entire system if you can get a hold of it. But that's not coming out till at least next year.
Right. Because I know God of War was originally for this year, sometime fall or winter, but that got pushed back. And it's man, and I don't know if it's just, obviously it's a pandemic, the world's ending and all that stuff. But
right.
Did they say something about the date too soon? Because remember back in the day, it's look, it's coming at this time. And it was pretty much set. It was pretty much the game was done or close to being done. Now you setting expectations and just dates, and the game isn't even being worked on yet. So you get something like Anthem, you know what I mean? And we don't have to get into that, but it's just man.
Well, they probably don't want memes up their ass like they did with Cyberpunk, to where they came out and I think even Cyberpunk had one delay, and then they came out and nothing worked. Yeah. And now, as of today, Cyberpunk works everywhere on everything. It's an awesome game, but nobody's talking about it anymore.
Right.
Because every single gamer that's worth their sand in a game isn't playing Cyberpunk anymore. They moved on to something else, which kind of, it is what it is. It's depressing, but I'll be the one to tell you that there's too many good games now. There are too many. You haven't even heard Destruction All Stars. I haven't played it. It looked like a good game. Splitgate. Have you heard of that game?
I have heard of that.
Right. Have you played it?
I have not played it.
Me neither. You know why? Because there's too much good shit out there.
Right.
It's what are you going to do? If you want to make your way and be something big in a certain multiplayer game, you got to put in time, you got to put in work. But there's too many good stuff. There's too much good stuff. and I'm over here playing Destiny with like 12 other people on Earth until Halo comes out. But I'm surprised. Even around the holiday season, I don't hear any reports that PS5's coming out with another wave. I don't even know if people would get it.
Right.
If there was another wave. And for the fact that there's no exclusives out there. Most of the people I know that get a PS5, they're still playing Warzone.
Right. And that's the thing, is that everybody that's like Team Sony, they talk about exclusive, but it's like in actuality, you play
That
Warzone.
Used to be me.
You play Grand Theft Auto. Those are the two games. It's Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, and NBA 2K. I know that's not you. I don't want to hear that. Don't you lie to me.
That's not me. But like, I used to be screaming PS4 and exclusives and shitting all over Xbox. Now look at us. Now look at Game Pass that came through. Like, I'm a PC player. I haven't had an Xbox since, for 10 years. I haven't had an Xbox. And now you got Game Pass out here. It's like, why would I get anything else? $15 a month? I don't even feel it. And then out of the year, what's 15 times 12? I can't even count that high. That's how much they got out of me just for games.
Yeah. And I mean, but then when you think about it, because it's a lot of games, and like, especially if you have more people in the household that plays games, you can share those games with those people. So it's just like Monica has her Xbox. Whenever Elder Scrolls Fallout comes out, which are like her favorite types of games to play, like that's Monica's shit. You know what I mean? But it's just like, so I don't have to go buy a couple copies for her. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's on Game Pass. Like, just pull it up. Easy.
Yeah. And PlayStation was like, well, we're going to do some things with PlayStation Now or whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah,
I think it is PlayStation Now. You get to play Saints Row 2.
they got to figure it out, man. Like, it's rough. They'll get there. It's going to take.
They got to do it right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's going to take some time, and that's why I'm like, so should they have waited to release the console? You know what I mean? Because I mean, I don't know what launched. Like the big ones were probably Demon's Souls remake, Miles Morales.
That was also on PS4.
Right. And it wasn't even like a full game. You know what I mean? It was like a spin-off type thing.
Right. I think it was only 5 hours long.
Yeah. And same thing with Ratchet and Clank. Like, you could pull up a playthrough on YouTube and it's like 7 hours long, like $10 an hour. You know what I mean? 70 bones for a night, 2 nights. If you're like, you know what I mean? Like if you got the time to really sit on it like that. But yeah, I don't know. They'll get there, but it's definitely going to take them a little bit.
Have you heard of this game Stray?
Yes. And I'll get that. You know, I enjoy cats.
It looks cool. Good. The way it moves, the way it looks very satisfying. If that's a PlayStation 5 exclusive, then all right, you're getting somewhere.
Yeah, for sure. And it's definitely one of those games that I would not want to see until technology is a little bit better.
Right.
Because that could have been rough, you know, on older generations. Like, oh man, I just imagine. It wouldn't have worked.
It's probably still gonna have to ice skate uphill with, you know, you're playing as a cat. They're saying it's open world, but it's kind of not open world, so people are gonna bash it for not being total open world.
Right. Well, they're like, look, it's not a sandbox, it's a litter box. You get what I'm saying? So it's okay. It works.
That should be on the cover.
It definitely got to be a tag.
They're gonna be calling
somewhere.
you after this episode airs. That was pretty good.
Look, and on the spot, unbelievable.
Yeah, right off the top of your head. And I mean the Steam Deck. Have you seen that?
I did. Technology, man, is man. Now,
like,
so
why
that means
you
Switch got to get their stuff together, because now you got people kind of upset with them with that OLED model. You know what I mean? And then for this to come out, like it's definitely interesting.
Yeah, that newer Switch. The only reason you should get it is if you ran yours over with your car on accident or something, or you dropped it in the bathtub. I don't know if everyone plays theirs in the bathtub like me, but sometimes it happens. What are you going to do? You need to get a new one. Then you get this newer model, but it's not like a Pro. It's not anything like that.
Man, look, the screen is like 0.6 inches bigger. Come on, man.
I don't got a ruler with me when I'm playing Smash Brothers. I don't know what that means. It's like we all expected a Pro version by now.
Yeah. So, but I think they said that it was still coming. That because you know, it would be the first time that they had multiple iterations of like of a console. You know what I mean? So they can still do
fine.
Pro.
I'm not mad at it. It is pretty cool. If I need to get another one, like if I didn't already have 3 in my house, then what do you want me to do? I would like a Pro, like something that was have 1080 right with me, have a way bigger screen right with me, have something where it's like, all right, you're gonna get a new Smash Brothers and it's gonna be on this version. Or a new Mario, it's going to have more capabilities or better online. But because Smash Brothers is still the worst online. I think all of Nintendo has the worst online, but they don't want to talk about that.
The fact that with the new OLED model that they like, the advertisement point is it has an Ethernet port. Like, sir, there was Ethernet ports on the original Xbox. Like, on the original Xbox, that is no longer something that you can use to be like, oh yeah, like, no.
Yeah, I have 2 docks here, and I got an Ethernet port. It was like a $15 attachment. It's like why? Like, even if it plugged directly into the handheld, still why? It's. These games are so small and so easy to run. It's your internet that sucks, not my connection. But thanks.
Right. Say blame the consumer. Nice.
There you go. But yeah, we got off on that. I didn't come here to like bash every console except PC. What PC's been giving me problems too. So fuck everything. Fuck everything. This
fuck
week.
It all. I hate it.
Right, like you were saying, something goes wrong on PC. It brings 5 other problems to you that you don't know how to fix. The internet doesn't know what you're talking about.
Right. That ain't never happened to me, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll be like, oh, man, let me call IT Steve.
So for my first show back, which feels like ever, I wanted to get something good. I wanted to get something that was, popular now that I enjoyed. There was really nothing on there. Like, all I've been watching was like 15 hours of pro wrestling a week. So I went through Netflix and I'm like, nothing's really popping out. But then you go to Amazon and you got that new Chris Pratt movie, The Tomorrow War, and they rated high. And I'm like, oh, of course they are. It's their fucking house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's their ad. But then you got this movie Bliss with Owen Wilson and Selma Hayek that I thought was good, but Amazon's like, you know what? It's not that good. Even though we want you to watch it, just let you know it's not all that.
Right. You don't got to rush to it. It's okay.
Yeah, his nose is still broke. You can't understand her. Do what you want to do, but just don't. It's not going to win no awards.
Wow.
And this Chris Pratt movie was under the radar so hard. I don't understand why everybody's not talking about it. And when I was doing some digging, it was more political. I know me and you aren't political, so we're going to take that out of that. I don't care what Chris Pratt likes. I don't care what he does after he goes to work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say that this movie was like Marvel fun. It was like a Marvel movie kind of fun.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, and the first hour was amazing to me. I'm like, this is on Amazon Prime. This is free. Mm-hmm. Amazon has some good shows. We talked about how The Boys was mind blowing. It should have been on the front cover of HBO.
Right.
And movies like this, they're not getting the buzz, and I don't understand why. And you've seen it, correct? Before I brought it to you?
Oh yeah. I saw it maybe like a day or 2 after it came out. I was on it early.
Oh yeah, you should have told me about it.
I thought we were friends.
It came out July 2nd, so it's been over for a little over a month. And it's an action movie about people in the present getting drafted to a war in the future because aliens have landed and they're killing and breeding fast, and it's just a disaster, and 80% of humans are wiped out. So what they need to do is they need to get more people, so they go into the past and they bring them there for 7 days, and if you live, they send you back for 7 days, and then you paid your dues to America. Thank you very much. You're a veteran.
Man, and that was such a crazy concept to me, like, because it'd definitely be terrifying just getting dropped in like that. Be like, no extensive training, just all right, this is how you hold the weapon, now go use it. It's like, wait a minute, you got to give me a little something. So that definitely would be a little jarring, we'll say,
right. But in the present, it brought them together. It's a world government now, so they're taking everybody. And a lot of these people aren't coming back. They said something like 70% of people, they just don't come back. But it's your duty. You got to do it.
Oof.
So at the beginning of the movie, he's a regular guy. Then they have a soccer game going on, and these guys from the future come in. They put their hands up and they explain everything. Then a couple months later, they start to get the draft going, and people are going, this is just their life now. And when you get drafted, you're pretty much fucked. You can't get out of it. You can't do nothing. The only way you can do it is run, because usually when people get drafted in a country, they jump the country, but this is worldwide. So you just got to run and hide.
Yeah. And I can, so the protagonist, he was drafted and he thought about running, but like you said, if this is worldwide, like what's the plan? Like
what
where
kind of
would you
life
go?
is that?
Yeah, especially if, you got your wife and your little girl with you. Like that's not it.
Like there was this documentary I just got done watching with my wife, Cocaine Cowboys. It's another version, and one of these dudes, he just took his family, his wife, his kids, and he's gone. It's like that was the beginning of the show. There was 9 more episodes. It disappeared. They're like, we can't find this motherfucker. I don't know where he went. He never popped up again. He's just gone.
Wow.
But like worldwide, it doesn't work that way. But the thing I liked about this movie was not only did it hit different if you were a parent, because they did that very well, which not a lot of movies do. Instead of doing, the man that loves a woman, as a husband and wife, they hit this to where, a man with his daughter, the love there, the connection there. And they did it in every single version they could, which is, I think, is hard because, and maybe that's why this movie is getting so much hate, because if you don't have a daughter, this movie might have missed you. A lot of it.
Right. I can see that. Now that you say it and putting my daddy frames on, like it definitely makes sense. Like
that's why you had to do this show, because
Tino wouldn't understand. He wouldn't get it.
Yeah. And we're not going to spoil a lot, but he goes to the future and he sees his daughter all grown up. She's in the military. She's smart. She's an adult. And they have these moments together. They have these connections. And you got to see him when he was talking to his daughter when she's 9 years old. And now he's talking to his daughter when she's 39, almost 40. And they just go through some shit. And when he's having these moments with her, it looks like the moments that a hero might have with the dame, but it's just him trying to protect his daughter, and they're almost the same age.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really well done. Like you get every aspect of it. You get the comedy of it, you get the connection, and then you get the heartbreak of it, which I think it's just a phenomenal, like writing wise.
Oh yeah. And then like you said, like obviously every dad wants to protect his daughter. Like that's what is ingrained in you. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Like that's just what it is. But then by the end of the movie, she was just like, no, I have to protect you. You know what I mean? So It was definitely like a little spin on that. And it was definitely well done. Like you said, like with that whole aspect, the relationship between them. And they kind of did some foreshadowing of her joining the military. Like, I don't know if you realized that at the beginning of the movie, like he was like, I got a mission. You got to go put this in the refrigerator. And she was like,
right.
Yes, sir. And I'm just like, I see what you did there. I didn't notice it my first time, but the second watch, I was like, And
the thing, I've been gone for a long time. You guys haven't heard me for a long time, but the thing I always want to tell people is there's going to be a massive payoff. Like you get something back. You're not going to get ripped off with this movie. Towards the end, after everything happened and then everything closes up, you get exactly what you want, to where you can walk away and be like, man, that was a great movie. That was a good movie. Now they are coming out with a part 2, but they don't really need it.
Wait. They are coming out with a part 2.
Yes. That's what I read, that they're putting stuff together for a part 2. Now, I don't know how that's going to work, but to me, I got several ways which it can work, but like if you use the same characters, sort of the same storyline, even if you use a whole different cast, like just the idea of like, all right, we're coming back. We need to draft you for this mission. Go and do this mission. Just like a video game, man, it could work. Yeah. I don't see how it can work better than this movie. You got, the powerful Chris Pratt. You have who's Jay Jonah from Spider-Man? What's his name?
Oh yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. He's got Jay Jonah in every single Spider-Man.
And I'm like, wait a minute. I was not ready for my man's muscles. I was like, damn,
No, he's
JJ.
ripped.
I'm like, damn, JJ, wait a minute.
Bring me pictures of Spider-Man or else.
Or else. There's
Right.
going to be fucking problems in this office.
Right, and he was awesome. He played the father in this, and man, the action in here was pretty good. You got your CGI.
Mhm.
What are you gonna do?
Mhm.
You know, they couldn't get real aliens in the budget, I guess. I apologize, but you do got some CGI, and it gets a little goofy towards the end because, like, in the beginning, it looks better because one, you're only focused on one, and it's kind of like that introduction shadow, smoke and mirrors kind of thing,
Yeah,
to where they
yeah.
can creep you into the monster like they did in Alien.
Mhm.
And then at the end of the movie, you can see him big dick swinging, running down the hallway. You know, it's all out there. But you know, the action was good, the drama was good, and you get a payoff in this movie. And yet, either nobody's seen it or people are saying it wasn't that good. I had Tino seen it. I don't know if he did yet because you know he doesn't like to listen. But if he did seen it, I'd like to hear what he thinks because he's very critical.
Mhm.
But at the same time, he should like this movie, if
Yeah.
not love it. I love it because, you know, a lot of it hit me hard, but anybody could pick up this movie and be like, all right, this is like, you know, a Guardians of the Galaxy kind of feel.
Right. And I'm not gonna say it was as fun as Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know if it was there, but like I did enjoy it. You know, I enjoyed both watches of it, but the very end, the epilogue of the original mission. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? I maybe could have done without that. Like if they would have just like, all right, you're back, you're good. They honestly they could have cut it and just gave me a little dialogue, a little, you know, he like, all right, you know, well, I don't want to give any spoilers, but just be like, all right, we did the thing, it worked. Shit was a little hairy for a second, but we're good.
And I got that written down here 100%. When he came back and minimal spoilers, he had the vial with him. He goes
Mhm.
through his stuff and he goes home and, you know, he hugs you know who. Give me the credits.
Yeah,
Give me the credits. I'm telling everyone I know to watch this movie.
Right. And then see if they would have did that, you could have gave us 15-20 minutes of some more action before he leaves, or you know what I mean, or somewhere else where it might have needed some fluffing up. But like the very tail end, I feel like I don't know, maybe they did that to try to be like, okay, maybe, you know, one scampered away and that's how we get a sequel. But
Right.
I see the idea of having a different cast, same like mission, same time period, but just like the different side of the earth or something. But
Well, you know how it is. Different cast, lower budget.
that, you know what, that definitely makes sense. That makes sense.
That's just one of the rules. And like when I see this movie, and I wrote that down because it's like, yeah, they could have ended it there, but then his father would have been left in smoke. Like you would have never
That's
seen
true.
him again.
That's true.
So you wouldn't have got that. But then I thought, all right, take that and expand it for your second movie over here
Mhm.
and, you know, make your money.
Right.
That's what I thought. It was money on the table because nobody needed that last part. It was fine. You know, it was everyone comes together, everyone perseveres, but you know, it's like you didn't need that last, I would say, half an hour
Yeah.
because the movie was already complete before that point.
Right. And you feel like the happy ending was kind of implied already. You know what I mean? It's just
Right.
like, you know, mission accomplished.
Right. And I think the happy ending that happened before they took that trip was much better than the happy ending at the end. That was just so quick. Like I was saying to myself, I was like, that was it. He dragged in the trash. There it was. They hugged. Boom. Done. See ya. I'm like, what? Slow down.
Yeah. So, you know,
You did that moment in the house to where he creeps up and he's like, he's shaking because, you know, he's been through a lot.
Right.
And you can see him you know, it's going through his head. He has so much going through his head and he's slowly moving and then he hugs her and his eyes are glazed and, you know, he's thinking a mile a minute. And then at the end, after he does stuff that's way worse, he comes back, he brings in the trash. He's like, hey, meet this guy. Okay, boom, hug, go.
It's Grandpa JJ.
Right there it is. This is this guy. Hey, go hug this guy you never met before, please.
Please.
Yeah, I felt like a different guy was doing that last half, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only way I can describe it, I know you didn't watch it, but Dexter.
Right. No, I watched Dexter.
Yeah. So you seen the infamous last episode that looked like it was directed by a pack of children?
Like, what? Oh, yes. But yes. So
Yeah,
I'm interested to
and
see the comeback because they reviving it. But
Oh, we're definitely going to cover that. Me and you are going to cover that because
look, count me in.
Yeah. I can't wait for that. But that last episode was just a mess, and it's like, what happens here?
What is going on?
Does anyone watch this before I see it? Who's in charge here? But
who put this together?
yeah, but that was the only nitpick I would get from this movie. But all in all, if you're fans of anime, you're fans of Marvel, you're fans of superhero, you're fans of Chris Pratt, you're fans of just, good movies, this is a good movie. We can debate if it's great or not, but it is a good movie, and I think it justifies for a second part if they can do it. Try and keep the same cast. I understand that things don't work that way, especially with money, but, the concept's good. I like to keep the concept alive.
Yeah, the concept is really good because it's like part Alien, part Total Recall, part it's good though. Like it is fun, and it's definitely easy to pick up and understand. Like, and even if you're kind of confused about the time travel and how that works, they do a pretty good job of explaining it. It's like a 5-minute section where they were just like, okay, and they pretty much explain the
orientation,
rules.
right?
Yeah. They're just like, look, it's pretty much. Time is on. It's a steady stream, and we have 2 rafts, and we can jump back and forth, and that's all we can do. So,
and that's what you need.
Exactly.
You need to have some fucking dork to answer your questions that you're thinking the obvious ones.
Yeah.
Like, why don't we just go back and kill the baby? Kill baby Hitler.
Right.
Why don't we just do that?
Exactly.
Well, here's why this wouldn't work, so you don't ask that question again for the entire movie. And they did that for a couple, and then it's like, all right, now I know the rules here. It's just like a game or a wrestling match. What's the rules here? These are the rules that this movie's gonna go by.
Yeah.
So they did a pretty good idea with that. And I understand time travel's a little, iffy. Thanks a lot, Deadpool. Thanks a lot, Marvel.
All right. I'm looking at you, Loki. What have you done?
Right? Variant and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, all in all, I just wanted to bring this movie to your guys' attention. If you've seen it, tell me what you think about it. Tell me if I'm wrong. If you're going to see it, watch it, come back, tell me if I'm right, tell me if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure you're going to like this movie. Not because I'm a big fan of Chris Pratt. I was watching him back in the Parks and Rec days when he was all fat and funny. Now he's all skinny and heroic. But it's just a great movie altogether. And if you're looking for something to watch on a Saturday night, I know there's not a lot out there, so don't be giving me an attitude. I know you don't got a lot going on.
Said nothing's happening.
Nothing's happening. No one's calling you. You're not that popular. Oh, I got to go meet some friends.
All the PlayStation 5 exclusives got pushed back.
All of them. All the PS5 exclusives got pushed back to PS4 2022. Go fuck yourself. You don't got nothing to do.
But yeah, a solid. How long is it? 2 hours? Just under 2 hours?
Oh, it's about 2.5 hours. It's a story.
Ooh. So I mean, look, but for 2 hours, it's a smooth ride. The pacing is good. You know what I mean? Like you're not like, oh my goodness. You know what I mean? Like, is it over yet? Like it's definitely not that. So yeah, definitely recommend it. Do yourself a favor.
Do yourself a favor. And you know what? Do me a solid. Head to bodysnatchersmedia.com if you remember that website. And get your links back for the show. I don't know if you still listen to us the way you used to before. People change. Life changes. So head there. We got them all for you. We also got our Twitch streams. So if you're not a fan of Twitch, you don't have the app downloaded, you want to hang with us live, see when we're live, get our Twitch streams, give us a follow, put on those notifications, and when we're up, we'll let you know. It's great to be back. And the team is looking forward to giving you guys content until you burst one way or another. So we are back. We're just going to be back more and more full time. We're ready to go. So the Facebook, the Twitter, the Instagram, everything that we were on, all those social medias are back. So swing by, say hi. We missed you. Hope you missed us. So for me and Jay, tell someone you love them. Take care.
All right. Peace.